Welcome back to A Veil of Crime. Tonight, we explore one of the most infamous true crime cases in American history, the disappearance and murder of Laci Peterson and the conviction of her husband, Scott Peterson. This case captivated the nation in the early 2000s with twists of betrayal, forensic evidence, and courtroom drama. It remains one of the most discussed criminal trials in modern history. Laci Denise Rocha was born May 4, 1975 in Modesto, California. In 1994, she met Scott Peterson while both were students at California Polytechnic State University. They married in 1997 and eventually settled back in Modesto, where Laci worked in sales and Scott pursued a career in agricultural supplies. By late 2002, the couple was expecting their first child, a boy. They planned to name him Connor. On Christmas Eve, December 24, 2002, Scott claimed that he left home to go fishing at the Berkeley Marina. Laci, who was 8 months pregnant, stayed home to walk the dog and prepare for dinner. When Scott returned home that afternoon, Laci was gone. Their dog was later found wandering the neighborhood with its leash still attached. By evening, Laci's family reported her missing, triggering a massive search effort across Modesto. The search for Laci gained nationwide attention. Hundreds of volunteers joined, and media coverage became relentless. Investigators soon uncovered inconsistencies in Scott's story, and they discovered that he had recently purchased a small fishing boat, unknown to Laci's family. Suspicion grew when Amber Fry, a massage therapist from Fresno, came forward. She revealed that she had been dating Scott, who told her that he was single and that he would be spending his first holidays alone. Amber agreed to work with police, recording phone calls that would later be used in court. For months, the case went unsolved. Then, in April 2003, the bodies of Laci and her unborn son Connor washed ashore in San Francisco Bay near where Scott had gone fishing. The discovery was devastating, but also pivotal, linking Scott's alibi location directly to the remains. On April 18, 2003, Scott Peterson was arrested and charged with the murder of Laci and Connor. Prosecutors argued that Scott killed Laci at their home and he used his fishing boat to dispose of her body in the bay. The case relied heavily on circumstantial evidence, including Scott's affair, suspicious behavior, and forensic links to the marina. The defense argued that there was no direct evidence tying Scott to the murder and suggested that Laci could have been abducted by someone else. In November 2004, Scott Peterson was convicted of first-degree murder for Laci and second-degree murder for Connor. The following month, he was sentenced to death by lethal injection and he was sent to San Quentin State Prison. In 2020, the California Supreme Court overturned his death sentence due to jury selection errors, though his conviction remains intact. In 2021, he was resentenced to life in prison without parole. The Laci Peterson case remains one of the most infamous in American criminal history. It highlighted the role of media in shaping public perception, the power of circumstantial evidence, and the enduring grief of families seeking justice. To this day, the case continues to be analyzed in documentaries, books, and legal discussions. Thank you for joining us on A Veil of Crime. The story of Laci Peterson is one of love, betrayal, tragedy, and the pursuit of justice. It serves as a reminder of the fragility of life and the strength of families who endure unthinkable loss. Be sure to subscribe and join us again as we continue to pull back the veil on history's darkest crimes.